So I've been telling you guys all about how our family quit Christmas and now we celebrate Hanukkah. And I know there's so many questions and so many things, but as a Christian who celebrates Hanukkah, what exactly does that consist of? What does that celebration look like? And how do we get there? I'm going to share that with you guys here today because I think it might be a little different than what you're expecting. Hey there friends, and welcome to today's video here at Heavenly Minded Home. I made it the goal to do a video every single day this year, and I cannot believe that we are almost there. We're so close. I'm super duper excited. I will leave a link down below because it is our 6-year YouTube-versary coming up here this next week, and I have a very special video to share with you guys. So you guys can go and click to get notified. We're doing a premiere video viewing of that, and I cannot wait to share all these exciting things with you guys. But today I wanted to share a little bit about what our family as Gentile, Christ-following Christians, what does it look like to celebrate Hanukkah, okay? And if you guys want, I've put together an entire collection of resources with videos we've done, showing y'all stuff, Bible study tools, music, recipes, all kinds of goodies on the topic of Hanukkah. So if you would like to dig in a little bit deeper, you would like to get that, there is a link down in the description box. With that, it's totally free. You just type in your stuff, it'll pull it right up. You guys can get access to that entire curated list of Hanukkah goodies if it's something you want to dig into a little bit deeper. But I thought it would be interesting to kind of share a little bit with you guys here today about what we do and why we do it, especially kind of balancing the convictions we had about Christmas, and then later down the road we ended up celebrating Hanukkah. And so I will leave, playlists down below too when it comes to Christmas, when it comes to Hanukkah, just if you guys are just finding this and you're kind of wanting to sort this all out and figure out what we're talking about here. And then if you join us tomorrow, you can see our night one Hanukkah vlog as Hanukkah starts tonight. Thursday night, tonight, everything has started. We cannot wait. We're super duper excited. But this is quite literally what our family does. We'll just quickly here add the disclaimer that I'm not saying that you quit Christmas to replace it with Hanukkah, especially sharing with the different convictions why our family quit Christmas and that kind of topic of Christmas and all of that there. I'm not recommending that you quit Christmas and you go celebrate Hanukkah. They're two totally different things, not connected. The only thing is that they both kind of happen in the same-ish area. Sometimes Hanukkah is the end of November. One year I think coming up, it's actually not going to be until the beginning of January because it goes off of a lunar calendar, totally different topic. But I am not recommending, hey, everybody go quit Christmas and instead come do all that stuff for Hanukkah. So I just wanted to make sure that that was clear before I got into this. Okay, so the first thing we do here, that especially the Hanukkah is 8 nights long. So it starts tonight, but it goes for 8 nights. And so for us, this is usually the first night and the last night. We really love to do this. And then anytime that we can invite someone over or family's gonna come or friends are gonna come or something, we're happy to do it again. But this is a really big thing for us. This is what we look forward to the most. And that would be to gather for a meal, to come together. And maybe it's, I make the table pretty, I pull out our thrift store china and, something like that. We have a special meal. Maybe I put a little more effort into it than I normally would because we kind of eat carnivore and we're really simple. But maybe I go a little extra. We've got a dessert or something to go along with it. Traditionally, Hanukkah is all about the fried foods since the topic is, the oil and the lamp and how it lasted. And so they do a lot with fried foods. So our kids will eat donuts for breakfast, and you can make latkes, which are fried potatoes. And so fried things are kind of just a very, kind of festive, traditional type thing when it comes to celebrating Hanukkah. But for us, really gathering for a meal with loved ones, be it, just our family right here or other friends and family that might come over, to gather and to partake in the Lord's Supper together, to take this time to really remember the heart, the reason why this remembrance, especially right now in the world today and everything going on in Israel, a time to pray for the people of Israel, that the Lord would truly just continue to work in their hearts and bring them to a saving knowledge of Him is so important. And so this gathering for a meal, partaking in the Lord's Supper together, is something that is just so special to our family. We look forward to doing it every year. Like I said, we usually do it the first night and the last night. And then if people are coming over, we'll kind of like throw one in between or so. So we don't go all out like every single night, but having this just like special night to maybe put some candles on the table or some flowers and just, sit down and have this wonderful meal together is really, really special and something we look forward to each and every year. Now, the next thing that we really look forward to doing is adding some touches of seasonal decor. I'll be honest and say I kind of switch up a few of our things just around the clock, every season, there's different little touches that I feel like I like to kind of swap out. Nothing like I used to, nothing crazy. I'm not spending loads of money and keeping boxes and boxes of stuff in the basement, but just, kind of swapping things out to really just bring some of the beauty of whatever season we're in indoors and get to enjoy that. And so I think this is one where, especially for those of us who have struggled with having all the things, doing all this stuff, right? We're those people who went all out, we go out for all the holidays and all the things, and it just becomes about the presentation or the something, right? It can be easy with this one, I think, to go overboard, probably because Hanukkah is one of the only biblical-ish, because it's not one of the biblical holy days. It's just a date of remembrance that we see biblically. But Hanukkah is one where you can actually buy decor and stuff for it, like in mainstream stores. And so I think Hanukkah can kind of become, we can almost create an idol out of it as well, where we want to buy all the things and have all the stuff and, we're accumulating it all. And so for me, this is one I always try to be very aware of, that I love pulling out twinkly lights and things like that in the winter season. It gets dark really early. We live like out in the country. It gets really dark here. And so having little twinkly lights on the mantle and around the house is something we like doing anyways. And I do have some fun little decorative type festive things that I have gotten to put around the home, and they've been gifted to me from loved ones and things like that. So I definitely do have some fun Hanukkah themed items, and we do look forward to that. Our kids love it. I do this all the time. We have our special stuff we do for Passover, special stuff we do in the fall with like Yom Teruah and Sukkot, and so we have special things that we do all year round. But little touches to make the space feel cozy and festive, that can be a really fun addition to be able to add into it. And so those are things that we do look forward to doing. Now, our family does give some simple gifts. Like I said, for us, this wasn't like we're gonna get rid of Christmas and replace it with Hanukkah and do the same thing that we used to do there with this. Like, our family loves giving gifts. We're just a very gift-giving bunch anyways. I love giving gifts to everybody, right? All the time that I can make things or do things, I'm like, oh, here you go. I love doing that. And so for us, we really have something special that we do every season. And so we try to, find fun little ways, be it, through the spring feast, the fall feast, things we're doing in the summer with the change of season. I think it's fun to kind of address some of those things that maybe the kids are in need of going into a new season, or it's things that we can do with it's getting so much colder. We can't be outside as much as we normally are, like fun things that we can do together. And so for us, it's really about like Dollar Tree items that are kind of fun, things we can play together, or things that were already on our kids' list of things that we needed to pick up anyways. And so we do like giving some simple gifts. The kids love making things for one another, or doing things like that, but they really do that all the time. So it's not really for us like a focus or a have to, like it's not something that we're super stressed about and spending a bunch of money on, or anything like that. Again, just like with the decor, you could make it about that. You could go all out, and some people do, right? They do. But if my kids only wanted to do something because of all the gifts, like they couldn't give it up because they couldn't give up the gifts, that would be a red flag for me of a really serious heart issue going on. And so I would want to address the why, why are we so, holding on so tightly to just items and accumulation, worldly treasure, things like that. So for us, the gift giving, we do like doing that, but we really actually do that every season. We are quite the gifty type people. And so the little things that we do, we're like $1.25 treat people. So I'm not talking about anything like extravagant or over the top. And of course, it wouldn't be Hanukkah without taking some time to retell the Hanukkah story. We do this in different ways. There are, like, I know on the YouVersion Bible app, there are some even like Hanukkah themed devotionals if you wanted to kind of read through and kind of, look at those different things. We love, kind of rereading through John 10 and talking about, how this connects to Christ and the importance and all of that there. We actually have, I've shared it before when you guys get those resources in the link, but there is a Rugrats episode based off of like Hanukkah and their Hanukkah celebrations. And so our kids watch that every single year. They love watching the Rugrats episode. So we definitely do that. We play dreidel, and that's always a fun time every evening. They love sitting down and playing dreidel and doing that and just thinking back to what it was like for the Jewish people during this time. And it's so foreign to us to think of being completely overran by another people and having to assimilate into their culture and all of that. I mean, for us, it's just, that's so different. And so to sit down and to talk about these things, to retell the story, to read Maccabees, right? To read John, to go through those things and talk about this is just a really, really neat opportunity. And so we really do like kind of gathering together and getting to do that every evening as we go throughout our 8 nights. And then, of course, our family really does love lighting the menorah every single night. It's really exciting. And again, when you guys go and you sign up to get those resources, you can get more videos that go into depth and detail of all of that. So if you're curious, linked down below, you guys go and sign up for that. You'll also get some of my recommendations of the things that we get and use and things like that. But we do have some Hanukkah menorahs, which are called Hanukkahs. They are not the biblical menorah. They're just simply something that was made so that people could use if they wanted to celebrate. And what you do is you have the candle in the center, that is your shamash, your helper candle. And then every night you add an additional candle until by the end of the night, the Hanukkah menorah is full of candles. And so for us, our kids all take turns, and we usually do it after our meal. And we sit down and we've played games, we've eaten, we've done all of that, and we sit down together and we let each kid take a turn. They light the candle, and then we always set our Hanukkah up in the window so that way our light can shine out to all those that could be passing by. And whichever kid's turn it was to light the candle that night, they lead the family in prayer. And it has been a tradition now for the past few years, and we look forward to it every year. And just hearing our kiddos, pray for the family, for others, is really such a special time. And we really do look forward to that gathering of a family prayer there with the light of the Hanukkah glowing. And it's so neat because the first night, right, you only have your shamash and your one candle lit, but then by the end of it, you've got this this fire hazard, going in the window because all the lights are lit up. And it's so neat to see. It just reminds us so much of how we might feel like we're just one person standing for truth or sharing the gospel or loving others like Christ did, right? Sometimes it can feel so frustrating because we seem so small, right? We seem like just that one little candle, but then it's but then another candle and another and another and another. And next thing you know, right, there's so much. And it's so beautiful. And it is something that we really, truly enjoy doing. So friends, that might be a little different than what I think you were expecting, but very simple, very minimal, very to the heart. There's nothing wrong with coming together and having a festive time and gathering and fun and all of that, but it's nothing to be over the top or crazy or, super, super intricate. There's no rules or things we have to follow and check off and do. It's simply a time of coming together in a dark time of year and remembering how important it is to truly be the light, to know who our good shepherd is, and to live for the Lord each and every day. And we just genuinely love having any opportunity to remember that and to gather and celebrate that. And so that's what we do for Hanukkah. Of course, when you subscribe, turn on those little bell notifications so that way you can come back and join us tomorrow as you see quite literally this year what it looks like. But if you're wanting to dig in a little bit more, you're wanting to kind of see exactly how, and maybe you want to get a little more detailed in it, you guys sign up for that resource list down below so you guys can get all of those videos. But let me know down in the comments, is anybody else celebrating Hanukkah this year? You'll have to let us know. It's so fun to meet other believers and to discuss these things and dig into them. them. So I cannot wait to check the comments and see who else is joining us tonight on night one. If you find this later down the road, it's okay. You can hop in. You can join us at any time. Otherwise, we will be back tomorrow with that. All the other things we have going on. Let me leave you some more goodies that I think you'll enjoy. Bye, friends.